Hello, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to the Gift Car Only Challenge. This week I managed 4 days of gift cards, and here we are with the first race in Daily Race A of the Toyota Yaris. We managed a qualifying time of 1:21.721. Yes, not a fantastic time, but it does give us a start position of 6th, whilst a lot of the drivers around us are rated C, D, and even a B rated driver, which was a little bit unusual to see. Wasn't expecting a massive amount from these races. I was expecting a lot of banger racing, and we will see a bit of that in this video. Now we've chosen the red colour car. We generally always choose red. I don't know what it is. I did try and vary it up in some of the races as a colour change, but I generally always choose red for some reason. I'm not sure why. Right, can we get a good start? Changing the brake balance to the rear. I kind of adjusted it constantly all the time in different races. Here we are. First corner. Now we're going to get shoveled out here by Tio Po 649. Managed to hold it fairly well and kind of carry on. We're down at 8th already though, as we approach the second corner. And we're going to take a hit from Rizard Zawi. And you can already tell how these races are going to go. Oxy box spins, which gives us position back. And up ahead, 2 cars are off. And we do give a little touch as well there, luckily for the ghosting. There's going to be another touch here for us to Rizard Zawi. But we've gained some positions up to 8th, up to 7th, sorry. Getting myself confused now. We're going to finish the first lap, 7th place. So a loss of 1, but could have been a lot worse, to be honest. We've got the run on Rizard Zawi here. Going into first corner, I'm expecting more mayhem. There's going to be a dive up the inside for GG80 Ben there, and he does really well to hold that. 2 cars have been off ahead as well. And we're actually going to move up to 5th. 2 positions gained on that first corner. Tio Po gets it a little bit wrong. We also were lucky that Scorpion King ghosted, otherwise that would have been us off. And we're up to 4th. 2 positions up on start. Now trying to chase down the leaders. I think we've been lucky to get away with some of it here. We've had a few issues. And that's Rad Radical off ahead as he rejoins. We're going to go straight past him while he's ghosted. Up into 3rd. And this is going to be a very close call here, Rad Radical, but we've just managed to avoid any contact. There is a penalty for 2nd, but it's not really going to matter. And we're going to spend the remaining laps trying to chase down Archer Stormer, but unfortunately we couldn't get near him. As you see, going into the last bend, the last lap, we just couldn't get close enough. Couldn't really close the gap. And in our first race of the week, this would be a 3rd place finish. Podium off the start, not a bad start. Pretty happy with how it went considering the mayhem around us. And our first gift car of the week. Here we go. Now I was pretty sure GT Sport were having a joke with us for this one, as we are going to get the Toyota Yaris from Daily Race A. I honestly thought they were having a joke with us. Are we not going to have enough of driving that this week? Right, for the next race, we improved the lap time to 120.876, which starts us in 5th. We're also now getting driver rating, and we're in driver rating D, which is where you start off after you fulfill your first races. Hopefully less of a bumpy ride than last time, we'll just find out as we're off the line. Already closing up on 4th. We're just going to manage to hold it round the first, which we've kind of held position there. Been a bit lucky. We're holding position. And at this point we make a massive error under braking. And I apologise wholeheartedly to Hades 45, that is completely my fault. Just missing the braking point completely. No excuses. It was just completely wrong of me. So I wholeheartedly apologise for that. We're going to follow the leader now for the rest of the first lap. Try and close the gap a little bit, hope he makes a mistake. I was going to try and let Hades 45 back through, but he dropped down quite a few positions. So there was no real way of doing it, unfortunately. But yeah, I hold my hands up to that. That was completely my fault. Round the last, and we're going to finish the first lap in 2nd place. Definitely undeserved. But we're about to see us get our just desserts. Courtesy of RJ Oxet 91, as he completely smashes us off at the first corner and takes the position. But no less than 5 cars also slide off. And there's the Hades 45 that we hit off earlier. Not sure what he got the 2 second penalty for. But somehow we recover because of them 5 cars messing up the first corner, and we're back up to 3rd. I don't know how we've recovered that well off that. I don't feel so guilty now. We're battling hard with a couple of other cars here, trying to just keep it tidy. There's a lot of door banging and bumper bashing as we go around. No real penalties for it, I must admit, which is good in some ways, as although it may not really look like clean racing, it is fairly. Other than the punt off, obviously. But I did deserve it for what I did to Hades. It's one of those, really. I'll take it for that. We're going to lose out massively at the last corner now, as a couple of cars forced their way past. Luckily there was a ghost in there. Well, it could have ended badly for us. And we're going to be in 6th place as we cross the line to start lap 3. Now we're going to slow time down here, as I thought this was hilarious. This was a really bad attempt to try and take someone out the first corner by V5 M2U3. I believe he was aiming for Corn 71, as he's completely on the grass for this. Completely messes up though, misses him by a mile, to be fair. And we're going to skip ahead to the last. We couldn't catch up, there's nothing we could have done at this point, and we actually finished 7th place after dropping down a few positions within the race. Not a fantastic race for us. We made a massive error. Someone else gave us payback, and kind of that was it for the race. I think that's probably our worst result so far in this challenge, to be fair. We're going to move on to the next race, and we actually improved our time to 1:20.489, which I was really happy with. It gave us pole position. Now, I will say this race is extremely short because it wasn't worth watching. So we're not going to see much of it, other than the start. You'll see why pretty quickly. Off the line, really well. Into the first corner. and avoiding all the mayhem. Got a little touch there, but avoiding all the mayhem. We're going to take back our first place. And that was it, to be honest. First corner was the most action we saw all race as we romped away. And we'll cut to the end. And here we are. We romped away. It wasn't worth watching unless you just want me to go around doing 5 laps. So we managed to finish first place with a pole position and our fastest lap for our 5th win. That's only 3 wins away from my main account. And I know we're lower rated at this point, so it is easier, I suppose. I've never classed myself as a good racer, so for me this is really surprising. And the gift card this day was the N700 Chevy Nova from 1967. Don't see us getting much use out of that anytime soon, but there we go. That was our gift card. So for the next race, we have the same lap time once again, and we're going to start in 2nd place. Everyone else around us is D-rated, so it should be quite an even race, I would have said. Need a good start off the line. I think we got a better start than Eric Dragon Ball, as we're closing the gap with him coming into the first corner. And I wait to turn in to avoid the chaos, as I could see it on the radar happening behind. So we're kind of going to retake 2nd here, just. Eric Dragon Ball seems to have lost out more than anyone else. Hulking Crib has made a lot of gains there. But then Eric Dragon Ball squeezes his way past us and Hulking Crib to retake his lead from the start. We managed to get past Dragon Ball again there, Hulking Crib. We're going to try and keep on the back of him here. Eric Dragon Ball again squeezes past. I'm not saying that's bad driving. I suppose you could say any door touching is bad driving. We managed to squeeze past Hulking Crib as well to follow through there. We're up in the 2nd. Raul Garcia tries a dive bomb at the last there and succeeds. He's now in the 2nd. We're now dropped down to 4th. But luckily for us, Raul Garcia isn't going to keep 2nd place for long, as he completely misses the braking at the first corner, sends himself off. We managed to get past Hulking Crib under braking, but then he makes a fantastic first corner move, held it really well, took a lot of speed into the first corner, and I was amazed at how much speed he took in there. He just took it fantastic on a really good line. We're going to try and chase him down. We're going to try and keep on the back of him, try and keep this gap close if we want 2nd place. We're currently on the podium, so I'd be happy with 3rd, to be honest. I'm trying to chase him down. We seem to get a lot more speed out of this corner here, and we start closing the gap on him. He goes a bit wide on the exit there, so we've got a bit more pace than him going into the last. We're going to beat him under braking. He's going to turn into us a little bit, but he should have. He needed to have gone wider there because we already had the racing line. But there we go. We're going to go past Hulking Crib into 2nd, and despite our best efforts, we couldn't catch Eric Dragon Ball. We tried our hardest, but we just couldn't catch him, and we had to settle for a 2nd place. Not a bad race, very good battling, I must admit. I was really impressed and happy with the battling there. but another second place. Can't really complain about second places, I must admit. I'm more than happy for podiums. And the gift card today was the Group X Toyota FT1 from 2014. Kind of think I need a drum roll. Need to get a drum roll for these gift cards, I'm pretty sure. Something I have to look into. Right, last race now. So this was the last race of the week. We're going to start with the same lap time again and another second place start. So it shows that our lap time was fairly competitive. This race has got D-rated drivers and C-rated drivers. So I'm happy with the lap time. It seems to be quite competitive. We did definitely improve as the week went on. And we didn't really do any outside practice. It was just before each race. And a couple of laps after the race just to get the mileage in if we didn't have the time to do a couple of races. Okay, first corner. We're going to brake far too early here. As you can see, we come off the brakes back on. We've got a bump for it. Completely my fault for the early braking. But if anything, it helped us maintain position. So we keep second place just. Ivan 31 is going to have the inside for the next corner. And it's going to be a very nice, clean, short battle with Ivan 31, to be honest. Nothing really untoward going on. Battling hard. But he's going to get squeezed out behind us. You just see it on the radar there. And we're still now going to try and push to catch Ober. I've shortened his name because there was no way I can pronounce that, unfortunately. As we come into the last corner, we're still trying to catch him. He seems to be very fast compared to us. Although he does take that corner differently to how we take it, but I don't know who's right and who's wrong there. We do close the gap a little bit, but we're going to skip ahead to the last lap. And unfortunately for us, for all our pushing to catch up, we actually take a track infringement for half a second penalty, which kind of ends our chance of catching. I was just pushing too hard, to be honest. We were nowhere near him. We were never really getting close enough to attempt to move. We're going to take the penalty. We're still going to cross the line into second place. And we're going to finish the week of races with another second place finish. We're also going to take the fastest lap, which I didn't realise until the end screen came up. I didn't notice we'd achieved the fastest lap in the race. We'll take that. Another fastest lap. Maybe it was the white car that made us go faster. I don't know. And the gift car for that set of races this day was the Group 3 Audi R8 LMS. And we finally have a Group 3 car, which will help us with daily races coming up. It means we don't just have to do daily race A's. We can vary it up quite a bit as long as it's Group 3 races. But I don't drive this car normally, so I'm going to have to learn how to use it. But we'll just quickly run through the cars this week. So the cars this week, we've got the Toyota Yaris. Bit of a April Fool's joke, I'm pretty sure, by GT Sport. We've got the Chevy Nova. We've got the Toyota FT1, although weirdly for this one it shows you no numbers. If you notice on the screen, there's no max power, there's nothing. It's a bit surprised by that. I'm not sure. If anyone knows what that is, please explain in the comments. And we also gained the Audi R8 LMS, as you saw. We also managed to get to driver rating C, although these episodes are less about driver rating and more about the cars themselves. And the results this episode were pretty good, with a third, a seventh, 2 second places and a win. So unexpectedly good results. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's a challenge I'm really enjoying. It's less about results and more about the cars. And I'm looking forward to getting duplicates, especially if they're different colours, because then we can decide which one to keep. I'm glad we've got a Group 3, so we can change the races up quite a bit. But I'm enjoying Daily Race A's a lot more than I thought I would. Although they're not necessarily as clean as they can be, they're still pretty good races. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next week. Have a nice week yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.